Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. That was loud. Beast! The cat went a-scurrying. I'm YouTube. People always say I'm so loud. I am so loud. I'm also YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. There's another song coming up, so just get ready, okay? Ding-a-ling-ling, shim-a-ling, ding, ding-dong. Oh, hold on just a second. I cannot do a video without my humongous chapstick, of which I reviewed on my review channel listed below. Today I reviewed the Frappuccino, s'mores Frappuccino from Starbucks. And so go check it out on my review channel. I have 5 channels, by the way. I post on them every day, daily. How's the drama fun? This is Peter speaking. Hi, Jane. How are you? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just sitting here watching the new Peter Monn. Oh, Silver Fox. I love him so much. I'm watching his new video. Well, it's about Tana and Jake. I guess we call him Jana. Oh, Jana from the Women's League. She's so nice. Yeah. Yeah, I remember her too. There was another Jana that we went to high school with. I wonder whatever happened to her. Jana. She's so nice. Do you think she knows Tana and Jake? Oh, my Lord. Well, what am I bringing to the Women's League on Thursday? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, since it's special this week because we're voting for the positions, maybe my beef Wellington. I know. Dawn loves it so much. We always have it on Christmas Eve. Well, all right, Jane. Go watch the video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. So today, we are going to talk about, no, we're not going to talk about the fact that Peter can dual fan, but we are going to talk about James Charles and the alleged conspired receipts that are out there. And then we are also going to talk about, of which I have a response to from James Charles. And then we are also going to talk about Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul getting married this week. Can you believe it? Like, is this really happening? Like, if this is for real, I am floored. Anyway, first I want to talk about the whole James Charles thing and all of that. So, I was kind of watching this go down the rabbit hole, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to post the receipts on here because I will tell you between you and I, it is speculative to me whether or not they are real or not. I'm just saying. And, you know, I think that we have to be very, very careful in what we do as drama channels or drama commentary channels or receipt channels or whatever when we put out receipts out there and we act as if they're real and they're not real, right? Because for 2 reasons. Number one, if there is no credibility to it whatsoever, then those receipts could, you know, indefinitely hurt somebody's reputation, number one. Number two, it really hurts the credibility of the drama channel or drama channels in general, right? When we take these things as fact. And I think that we live in a world today, and you have to take it off of the YouTube spectrum for a while, right? Like, if, let's just say, if, you know, you walked into work, I haven't done the dolphin noise on here in a long time. But let's just say if you walked into work, right, and somebody had posted, like, in the coffee room, you know, like a note, and it said a bunch of facts about you that weren't true, right? But even if they weren't true, and you could prove that they weren't true, it had already siphoned into people's minds. So we have to be careful for what we put out there, especially when we're talking about people who already have a lot of information out there about them that does not look good, right? So these receipts came out about James Charles, and it was like a Facebook Messenger conversation that he had had with somebody else several years ago, apparently when he was underage. And there were conversations about Manny, and there was where he said some not so very nice things about just people in general, you know, and people that were developmentally disabled. It just was not nice, right? Now, apparently, and I've gotten a lot of messages from people asking me to cover this, okay? Apparently, these receipts and these messages came from Reddit, and they're apparently not on Reddit anymore. And I saw the receipts, and the first thing that seemed kind of speculative to me was that there were no dates or times on the messages. Like when you Facebook message somebody, the times come up in between. That was not on there. Now, I don't know what that was like 3 or 4 years ago, because quite frankly, I don't remember, okay? But I did reach out to James, and we all know that James made a statement recently about drama channels, and so I reached out to him because I thought, you know what, listen, maybe we should listen a little bit to what some of these people are saying, okay, out there. And I'm always a believer that in, you know, the things that are presented to us in life are lessons. And so, you know, maybe this would bridge the gap. And I have reached out to James a lot in the past for statements and things like that, and he has often given them to me. And so I didn't want to just go and spin with a story, especially when he said in the video that I covered recently where he was talking about drama channels. He said, you know, I wish they would go and do their research. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll do my research. And then maybe James can start seeing that there are some of us out there that are actually trying to follow up, and I understand why he was upset about that, but it doesn't mean that all drama channels should be erased from, you know, whatever. And so I reached out to him, and he responded. He was very nice, and he said there's no validity to these receipts whatsoever. He said, I don't know anything about them. I don't know who the person that's claiming that I wrote them. I don't know anything about them. And so, and he even kind of said some things about what was said in the receipts, about those are things far from anything that would ever come out of his mouth. So, you know, in the past, I have to tell you, in talking to James about certain speculative things that have come out, when there has been truth to it, he has always owned the truth. At least with me. He has always said, you know, I don't know how it's perceived out in the rest of the world, okay? Or out whatever. But at least with me, he has always said, yeah, like I did, I don't know what to do about this, you know, whatever, like it doesn't look great. So the fact that he denied any validity to these whatsoever, I have to believe there's not a whole lot of truth to these receipts. Then that makes me a little nervous about the world that we live in today. You know, that anybody out there can fake a receipt and put it out there in the world. And at first glance, you know, how many of us just look at something out there and we take it as fact, right? There's no discussion about it. There's no research. And so I thought a lot about what he was saying. And I thought, you know, I think there's some truth to that. Maybe we do need to do a little bit more research before we just get out and we, you know, start talking. Because often my picture has been in thumbnails of videos that have absolutely nothing to do with me. But like, let's say if the title is called something like, you know, like I hate all drama channels, and then they go in and they talk about like 3 different drama people, and then my picture's in the thumbnail, but it has nothing to do with me, and I'm like, wait a second, right? And that happened actually with Kendall Ray in the past, and Kendall Ray and I made a video about it in response, and you know, she was very nice, and we worked things out, and I have no issues with Kendall Ray today, and I watch a lot of Kendall Ray's videos, and I actually really like Kendall Ray today. So, you know, and isn't that the thing about the world, that we can kind of like just get through all this kind of stuff? But I think we have to be careful about, you know, what we're putting out there in the world. And I think especially as much as we want to say we don't live in a canceled society, we very much do live in a canceled society. And one little thing like this can absolutely cancel somebody out, right? So I don't know. I think we have to be a little bit careful in that. And I guess if the receipts come out and they're absolutely shown to be 100% true, I'll eat my words and I'll get on here and say it. So anyway, so let's move on from that, and let's talk about Jenna. You ready for the new song? Jake and Tana sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, or MTV. Next comes marriage. It's happening this week. Then comes baby in a baby carriage, or whatever. Okay, so if we follow that song, we can see that what happened with Tana and Jake, okay, is absolutely the truest love that you've never seen before in your entire life. Love. Now listen, I do believe in insta-love. I totally do, okay? But I have to say, this whole thing is really, and I've said this word before, speculative to me. I've said it. That's the word of the day in here, okay? But it is really speculative to me, this relationship. But I have to tell you, okay, in all honesty, I am so hoping this is the real deal, okay? I don't know why, but I love Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau together. I just do, okay? And listen, I can get on here and try to act like some class act and all that kind of stuff, but listen, I love, say it to the hills, I love Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau together. I just love them as a couple. I really, really do. And I think they're good for each other, kind of, in some kind of weird universe kind of way. Like, if this was a book or a movie, I would be, like, watching it and reading it and telling everybody about it. So I really hope that this is real, okay? I do want to say this. Gigi Gorgeous and Nat Sketty, of which I've made many videos about in the past, and I am a huge Gigi Gorgeous fan. I always will be. I watched her way back in the very first day. I watched her way back in the day from when she had her very first video doing her makeup, and fast forward to The Avenue, her very first reality show, amateur reality show, to her book, to everything. I love Gigi Gorgeous, and I just want to say, because I have given some criticism to her and Nats in the past, and I just want to say congratulations to your wedding and your marriage. You guys make an absolutely beautiful couple, and I wish you all the best. So anyway, but do you think that Tana and Jake's wedding is going to top? It's gonna be hard to top that wedding. Did you guys see the pictures? The pictures from Gigi and Nat's wedding. I mean, it was like the who's who of West Hollywood there, first of all, okay? And my favorite female impersonator of life, Sasha Colby, she works in West Hollywood. She was there, she won Miss Continental years ago, and I was sitting I was actually sitting with Tia, hey Tia, who has watched my videos for years, and so she and I met up when I was in Los Angeles, and Sasha Colby walked by, and I just looked at her like, I'm like, oh my God, that's Miss Continental Sasha Colby. I am like such a huge Sasha Colby fan. So anyway, but congratulations to all of you. And oh my God, Candace Kane, she was a Miss Continental. Lena Bradford was there. Oh my God, all the ones that I've watched for years and years and years were there. But anyway, so do you think that Tana and Jake's wedding is going to top that? Now let me read to you a little bit of what happened. Okay, so, oh shoot, I went out of it. I had it. So anyway, here, I'll put up the first tweet. I don't know where it is. That Jake responded, or Tana, Toonie, who cares? Okay, hold on a second. My husband's texting me. Hold on a second. He's like, can I open the garage door? Give me 1 minute. If you watch my Q&A, you know how that works. Okay, so anyway, here, I'll throw them up here. But basically, Jake said something, I'm getting married in a week, dope. And then Tana responded, here's her receipt. And she said something like, do you want to come over? Or something like that. Do you want to come over? Well, of course. He's gonna be your husband here in a few. Happily wed. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.